Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Taurus, October 18, 2022. You're in great shape for overviewing your life path and responsibilities today. Transits also encourage a dedicated focus on business or money-related pursuits, and you can very well resolve a long-standing problem, or work towards its resolution, with this committed energy. Know that even small efforts to fix issues strengthen your life in crucial ways. They count more than is currently apparent. The moon continues to move through your work and health sector in the first half of the day, encouraging special care of details. After this, relationships capture your attention. Our great benefic, Jupiter, is spinning in the high skies of Aries. Wherever our planet of miracles goes, he expands this energy a million times. The key to harnessing the most out of this period for your love life, though, is channeling the qualities and characteristics of cardinal fire Aries. While you often are rather strategic when it comes to love, always planning ahead about what makes the most sense and provides the most security, throw that old manuscript to the wind. Pursue romance that sets your heart aflame and ignites the light in your soul. Slow your roll. Nobody has been able to match your impressive work ethic over the last few days, especially as you have completed task after task. However, you may be overdue, so use the void of course moon to rest up before taking on your weekend duties. You might feel more friendly and social later on when the moon will enter its domicile, Cancer. Once the moon is in your opposite sign, you may feel more emotionally connected to your partnerships and responsibilities than ever before. At the same time that Saturn moves into his final 7 days in retrograde motion in your income sector, the Sun and Venus, the planet of money, both move into their final 7 days in your career sector. Both are separating from a friendly aspect to Saturn while moving towards a friendly aspect to Mars on the job front, making it even easier to make the most of the doors still open to the past, second chances and untapped income potential. You may feel inclined to think twice during today's favorable transit. Remember that your emotions are not a static part of life, and no one should expect them to be. You don't always know what you want to do, and that's perfectly okay. Do not be rushed during this period of mild insecurity, for you hate to be misled. Instead, take the time to deliberately slow down your thinking process. Yoga or mediation are great ways to soothe your body, mind, and soul. The vibrations are positive and the opportunities abundant. You are currently orchestrating your plans with bravura and flair, and this is the key to your success. You are coming into a phase of accomplishment, and the period is going to bring you a lot of success in your love life. In your professional life, you will feel a slight decrease in activity, but a romance could come out of an outing with friends. Your faculties for adaptation will help you manage all of this and keep a cool head. At the same time that the Sun and Venus move into their final 7 days in your career sector and Saturn is final 7 in retrograde motion in your income sector, the moon wraps up a visit to your work sector that has helped to bring all the different threads together. That includes bringing Mars, who moves into his final 16 days in direct motion in your work sector today, into the fold. In the meantime, the moon not only returns to your relationships sector today but to begin an important few days across the communication, friendship and relationship fronts. With no planetary activity in your relationship sector, the moon's return each month is always a valuable chance to check in and to become more emotionally engaged. This last visit before Jupiter retrogrades back into your communication sector is a chance to connect with the planets already there, and especially with the asteroid Juno, for the last time while the Queen of Commitment and especially commitment to your relationships is in retrograde motion. Our eyes in the sky. As the moon enters Cancer today, you could feel called back to your past. This is a time of personal editing, and certain social unveilings seem to be occurring daily. Even if you receive news that seems unpleasant at first, it is meant to guide you and drive you to make wiser choices on your life path going forward. A possibility could present itself to you, and something special related to your future could knock at your door. The moon sprinkles some magic into your life in the evening. Never give up on what has been driving you forward all this time. The strong cardinal vibes help to bring perspective to certain fluctuations over the last few weeks. You feel more attracted to genuine people and experiences now. You have to give it your all in order to really know if something or someone is right for you. You are in a great position to make a big move in the workplace. If you are tired of the job you are currently at, then let it go because something better is waiting for you right around the corner. Have faith that the universe will support you now. If you're seeking a romantic breakthrough, today's planetary transits indicate a time when friends can fall in love for the first time, and those in long-term partnerships are seeing eye to eye. In general, this is the perfect day to go on a date and spend time with someone you really love to be around. The more inspired you feel, the more you will thrive. In the morning, the moon enters Cancer, ending its void of course which began last night. Over the next 2 days, the moon is the only body besides Neptune transiting a water sign. As such, it provides much-needed elemental balance during a period currently dominated by planets in cerebral air signs. We can get out of our heads and into our hearts at this time. Our emotional equilibrium hinges around creature comforts, long naps, good food, warm showers. We may choose to surround ourselves with familiar people or nostalgic items to feel safe. However, our moods often fluctuate in the sign of the Crab. Vacillating feelings can be tempered by meditation, music, or aromatherapy. Somatic techniques can also be employed for self-soothing. Before noon, the moon squares Jupiter, an influence that we can use for socializing and catching up with loved ones. Although this transit will probably pass without incident, we may have difficulty defining our limits now. The Cancer moon inclines us to mood swings, and Jupiter suggests mitigating unease or discomfort with more of whatever happens to make us feel good in the moment. We can go overboard eating and drinking if we don't set some personal boundaries. We also risk crossing others' boundaries and attempting to provide unsolicited support, consolation, or nurturance. Taking the focus off ourselves to be of use to another might be briefly pacifying, but if someone has not asked to be comforted, we should respect their autonomy. Instead, we might utilize this opportunity to get more deeply in touch with our spiritual center through meditation, education, and introspection.